Ever sat at a dinner table watching a friend sweat profusely over a dish you find mildly seasoned? Or perhaps you're the one reaching for the water while your companion happily devours the spiciest curry. It's a common scene playing out in kitchens and restaurants worldwide, full of contrasting reactions. Some people seem to have an iron palate, embracing intense heat with a smile and asking for more. Others recoil at the slightest hint of chili, finding even black pepper a significant challenge. This stark difference isn't just about preference, it's a fascinating biological puzzle within us. So what exactly is going on inside our bodies when we encounter spicy food? Why can some individuals handle incredibly spicy dishes while others simply can't stand the heat? Let's dive into the surprising science behind this fiery and often polarizing mystery. First, let's understand what makes food spicy in the first place beyond just a sensation. The main culprit is a specific chemical compound called capsaicin, found in chili peppers. When you eat a chili, capsaicin binds to specialized receptors located throughout your mouth and tongue. These are not traditional taste receptors for sweet, sour, salty, or even bitter flavors. Instead, capsaicin actively triggers and activates a specific type of pain receptor. This crucial pain receptor is scientifically known as TRPV1, an abbreviation you might remember. TRPV1 stands for Transient Receptor Potential Vanilloid 1, a mouthful of science. This receptor is primarily responsible for detecting actual physical heat and abrasive sensations. So when capsaicin triggers TRPV1, your brain interprets it directly as a burning sensation. It's the very same receptor activated by actual heat, like touching a hot stove or a warm mug. This is precisely why spicy food doesn't taste spicy in the conventional sense of the word. It literally feels like your mouth is on fire because your body's alarm system thinks it is. Now, why do some people feel this intense fire more acutely or less intensely than others? One major factor contributing to this difference is the sheer number of TRPV1 receptors an individual possesses. Just like our unique fingerprints, our receptor distribution can vary significantly from person to person. Someone with naturally fewer TRPV1 receptors might perceive much less heat from the same amount of capsaicin. Another very significant aspect is repeated exposure, often playfully referred to as training your palate. When you regularly consume spicy foods, your TRPV1 receptors can gradually become desensitized. This means they require a much stronger stimulus to trigger the same level of pain response they once did. Essentially, your body adapts, much like how muscles grow stronger and more resilient with consistent exercise. This desensitization is a temporary process initially, but it builds up substantially over time with continued exposure. Cultures where spicy food is a daily staple often see this adaptation from a very young age. Children in these regions grow up with chili, gradually increasing their natural tolerance to the heat. Beyond pure biology, fascinating psychological factors also play a huge role in determining spice tolerance. Your expectations, previous experiences, and even your current mood can subtly influence your perception. The thrill-seeking personality trait, for example, is strongly linked to enjoying very spicy foods. Some people actively seek the adrenaline rush and endorphin release that comes with eating chili peppers. It's a form of benign masochism, where the body's alarm system is triggered in a safe and controlled way. Here's a surprising twist. While we perceive spice as pain, it can also be incredibly addictive to some. The brain's natural response to this perceived pain is to release endorphins, which are natural painkillers. These endorphins create a subtle feeling of euphoria, almost like a runner's high, for your mouth. So for many enthusiasts, the initial discomfort quickly gives way to a genuinely pleasurable sensation. This explains why some people actively chase the burning sensation despite the initial intense sting. It's a unique reward system, cleverly turning a biological warning signal into a source of enjoyment. So we know capsaicin activates specific pain receptors, and repeated exposure builds significant tolerance. We also understand that a psychological thrill and endorphin rush contribute to the enjoyment of spice. What's less clear, however, is the full extent of genetic predisposition in spice tolerance. While receptor density varies, specific genes influencing this trait are still under active research. Scientists are exploring if certain genetic markers make some individuals inherently more sensitive to capsaicin. It's likely a complex interplay of genetics, environmental factors, and personal dietary choices over time. The precise molecular mechanisms of long-term desensitization are also continually being studied and refined. There's still much fascinating information to uncover about how our bodies adapt to this unique compound. Ultimately, our individual relationship with spicy food is a very personal and evolving journey. It reflects our unique biology, our cultural upbringing, and even our adventurous spirit in the kitchen. It's about pushing boundaries, sharing diverse cultural experiences, and finding joy in unexpected sensations. Whether you prefer mild or wild, the experience connects us through a shared, fundamental human sensation. This difference highlights the incredible diversity within human perception and our amazing capacity for adaptation. So next time you encounter a super spicy dish, remember the intricate science at play in every bite. It's not just about taste, but a complex dance between pain, pleasure, and your personal history with heat. What's your spice tolerance story? Share your hottest experiences and tips in the comments below. Do you actively train your palate, or are you naturally resilient to the heat from chilies? If you enjoyed uncovering this fiery mystery, please give this video a well-deserved thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more curious explorations into the fascinating world around us.